Good morning, students. Today, let's learn the poem, The Sower. Firstly, let's read the introduction to the poet and the translator. So, open page number 72 and look into the introduction. Victor Hugo, poet, novelist, and dramatist of the 19th century, was the most important of the French Romantic writers. Though regarded in France as one of the country's greatest poets, he is better known for novels as Notre Dame de Paris, which is written in 1831, and Les Miserables, which is written in 1862. Now, Toru Dutt is a Bengali poet, also known as Toru, wrote in English and French, was born on 4th March 1856 in Kolkata. She is considered to be the first Indian poetess to write verses in English and French. She translated dozens of poems and completed a novel before her death at the age of 21. Her poems, such as Sita, Lotus, and Our Casuarina Tree, are well loved. The Sower is a translation of Victor Hugo's poem, Saison des Samilis, the Le Sower. It is translated by Toru Dutt from French to English. The Sower is a poem about a farmer who is sowing seeds. He has seen many bad harvests in his life. However, he is so optimistic of having a good harvest every time he tosses again. So, this was the introduction to the poet and the translator of this poem. Now you know this poem is originally written by the French poet Victor Hugo, and it is translated to English from French by Toru Dutt. Okay, so now let's understand the meaning of the poem. Now first of all, let's read the first stanza of the poem. You know, the title is Sower, and you also clearly know the meaning of this title. The sower is the farmer who is sowing the seeds, who is planting the seeds in his field. So look into the first stanza. Sitting in a porchway, cool sunlight I see dying fast. Twilight hastens on to rule, working hours have well nigh passed. Okay, so let's understand the meaning of these lines first. Here, the poetess is sitting in a porchway, that is, under the covered shelter in front of her building. She is cool, she is calm and quiet, and it is the time of the evening. The sun is going to set, so the sunlight is vanishing by and by. It is twilight, that means it is the time after the sun has set and before it gets dark completely. And so, it's the time to finish the work in his field. The farmer has to finish his work by that time, because it is almost getting dark. So, did you get the meaning of this stanza? Tell me, where is the poetess sitting? Yes, of course, she is sitting in a porchway. She is sitting under the covered shelter in front of her building. And what time is it? It is the time of the evening. It is the time of the evening, that is twilight. And let's go towards the next stanza. Working hours have well nigh passed, shadows run across the lands, but a sower lingers still. Old in rags, he patient stands. Looking on, I feel a thrill. Black and high, his silhouette dominates the furrows deep. Okay, so it is the time for the farmer to finish his work in his field. But still, that farmer is working in his field. Still, he is sowing the seeds. Still, he is planting the seeds in his field. And how was the farmer? That farmer was old. He was old man. And he has worn the torn clothes. He was in rags, means he has worn the torn clothes. And he was standing patiently, he has no hurry. And as the poet was watching as the poet is looking at him, she feels a thrill, means she feels a great respect and an excitement for the farmer. And again the poetess notices that the outline, that the silhouette means the outline of the farmer is black and high, and it dominates the furrows, it dominates the lines of the crops. So here tell me, how is the outline of the farmer? Yes, of course, the outline of the farmer is black and high, and that outline is dominating the furrows. Furrows means the lines of the crops, the distance between the lines of the crops is called furrows. And now the next stanza. Now to sow the task is set. Soon shall come a time to reap. Marches he along the plain, to and fro, and scatters wide from his hands the precious grain. Now, what happens? Now he has done his job. The farmer has done his job of sowing the seeds well. And soon he expects that the time to reap will come. The time to reap the crop will come soon. And thinking so, he marches ahead along his field. Here and there, he scatters the seed. He spreads the seed, the valuable, the precious seeds from his hands. So, this act shows the sowing activity. Just as he was throwing the seeds in his hands, means he was planting the seeds. Okay. So the poet thinks deeply. Muse means deeply. So that is in the next stanza. Let's read the next stanza. Muse I, as I see him stride. Darkness deepens, fades the light. Now his gestures to mine eyes are august and strange. His height seems to touch the starry skies. Now the poet thinks deeply when the farmer walks with long steps. Here stride means to walk with strong, long steps. So the poet thinks deeply when she sees the farmer walks with long steps. It is getting darker and the daylight is fast disappearing. Here, to the poetess, that farmer has the august personality, very noble an impressive personality. She feels that his height touches the starry skies. Yes, starry skies refers to the sky at night. So he's so high, his personality is so high that it seems to touch to the starry skies. Means he was the noblest of the human being, according to the poetess. Okay. So this was the meaning of the poem. This was the clear meaning of the poem. We have seen the meaning here, and I hope you have understood all the meaning of the poem. Okay. Now for you, I have some homework, and the homework is on page number 73. The activity is given on page number 73 is your homework. Brainstorming and the other activities are for your homework. Now from this poem, we get some lines that have the figures of speech. So, first of all, tell me, in which lines do we get the figures of speech? Alliteration. Sitting in a porch with cool sunlight I see, dying fast. So the sound of S is repeated here, and that's why there is alliteration. Okay. And here there is imagery also. This poem creates a picture in our mind, a picture of a farmer throwing or scattering the seeds in the farm. So there is the imagery also in this poem. Okay. So here we have completed this poem, and I have already told you that the homework for you is the activities on page number 73, that is brainstorming activities. Okay. Thank you.